Hey, we're out of the hospital. My poor Sarah, though, she got sick the whole way. I think just walking, after laying down for days and days and days and days, and then walking so much, I think that, and then being in the car, it's not good for her at all. So now I gotta get her medication, and I feel like I'm a wet rag. Can I just say that? I'll be right back. A little excitement. There was a guy who fell asleep in the drive-thru. Yeah, he was stuck in line and he wasn't answering if you beeped. So now the cops are here. He is awake now. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he's really tired. I don't know. Join the club. Oh, now they got the ambulance. Wow. Now there is a fire truck. Wow. Okay. There they go. So earlier in my last video, I was trying to think of how I felt. Why is that important? Because we have to take care of ourselves, not to be all wishy-washy. But I was thinking, I feel like a really dirty, used rag. That's the perfect explanation. I'm just at the pharmacy here. So now I have to. It's 7:38 at night. We're home from the hospital. I got to go get some odds and ends of things in for the house. One of them being that the one food Sarah really is craving right now is chicken soup. And I can't use canned stuff because that stuff is loaded with salt. And it's very, 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 very easy for her to get dehydrated. It's crazy. Oh. She wishes that she actually stayed at the hospital. It's like, it is what it is, you know. I don't want to complain, but I feel like that's all I'm doing. And if I don't say anything, I feel like that's what I'm doing inside. So I'm just going to tell you the hard realities of what is happening. I feel like I need to be in some sort of like waterfall, you know, exotic island where there's no concerns for quite a while, you know, or some incredible warm jacuzzi, or like, you know, somebody taking care of me. And I know that God is taking care of me. Oh my gosh, like no other. I mean, seriously, I will give all the credit to him because he is taking such amazing care of all of my family. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not unbelievable, it's believable. But I also would like, I don't know if I can, if you'll let me right now, but I just want to be taken care of, you know. And I don't want to run out of energy. And so I've decided that I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to get plenty of rest. I'm going to get a nice B complex vitamin. And I'm gonna drink my amounts of water. I'm gonna eat really good, nourish my body. You know, I just have to. I feel like a dish rag, literally. One that's been on the floor for a really long time, that's really sopping wet and dirty, and it keeps getting like used over and over again, and it's not really going places with this cleaning the floor business. Look at this. Will you look at that? I got the first spot right near the grocery store. Little things like that make a big difference. I had to stop shopping. I really believe that I am being under attack because God's gonna get all the glory when all this is said and done. I just want you to know, I feel like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown in a way, but not really. It just kind of feels like that. You know, I feel overwhelmed in a lot of ways right now. Okay, so I want to let you know I love grocery shopping, always have. And that was really bad. It was like the worst shopping I ever had. Oh my gosh. Listen, people, why am I telling you all this? Because I've had this channel all this time, and I appreciate when you leave comments letting me know you're praying for us. I can just say that I was just thinking about, I wanted to just vomit all over the place in there, and that's not normal. And I really am not going to take anxiety medication because that stuff is psych medication and that's not okay. And, but I keep praying either the Hail Mary over and over again or, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I was just thinking as I was putting the groceries away, I'm just like, I know that spiritually I am all set, and I can't say I need something other than I already have, because I don't, apparently. If I did, God would provide that. He doesn't want me to have, obviously, Stephen, but I was thinking, like, if I had him here, I could share the burden, and it would make it that much lighter. And it's so difficult. I feel like I'm alone. Like, I know I'm not. I'm so loved by all the people in my life. So many people love us. It's incredible. And I feel Reed thinks I'm recording him. I'm not. Yeah. I know that I'm not alone, obviously. We have so many people that love us, but that's not what I am denying. I don't deny God. I don't deny the people that love us. I'm just saying on the everyday basis, when I am alone, meaning without people, right? Okay, obviously I see people. I see my kids. I see my neighbors. I see my son's friends. I see the people at the hospital. I see them all. I don't know. I feel really heavy-hearted, and I know this too will pass, and I'm sure it's temptation to the fullest, and it just feels lonely because anybody who's married understands the blessing that your spouse brings to when there's times of happiness and joy and very hard times. Stephen was my beloved, and he was also my thorn in my side. I used to tell him, you're making me closer to God every day. He says, I'm glad I could help. But I tell you this is my channel. I tell you this because it feels really good to say something. I don't want to burden all the people in my life constantly. At least if I say it to you, you're having a choice to come to the channel. But I'm wicked, and you don't have to say anything. I do appreciate when you do say you're praying for us, because I guess I do like that a lot. But, and any encouraging words, maybe you've gone through this before. Sorry, I'm not even sure if I'm physically tired, because I don't feel like I am. I think it's just more mental. I think it's just more mental wear and tear, if you will. And then I get to think about all the things I gotta do outside of my house. And I know that it is okay, because there really isn't anything horrible happening, except that when I have to watch Sarah be so sick, that I think is one of the tormenting parts, And I just want to say that if you guys have a spouse and you fight or get on each other's nerves, if I were you, I would definitely appreciate that person that you're upset with. Yeah, because there's nothing like, I want you to be grateful for that person, even though they're bringing you trouble. Because to have that spouse's comfort to you is more than $1 million worth, So, I know there are many people going through a lot of things, and I know that, and I'm not comparing, and I don't want anybody comparing my life to anybody else, because they do. Oh, well, Lisa, it's not as though this were happening, and they try to compare it to something else. That is cruel, very cruel. So I just want to, I don't know, this guy's gonna think I'm recording him. I'll see you at home. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry. I'm not even sure if I'm physically tired, because I don't feel like I am. I think it's just more mental. I think it's just more mental wear and tear, if you will. And then I get to think about all the things I gotta do outside of my house. And I know that it is okay, because there really isn't anything horrible happening, except that when I have to watch Sarah be so sick, you know, that I think is one of the tormenting parts, you know. And I just want to say that if you guys have a spouse and you fight or get on each other's nerves, if I were you, I would definitely appreciate that person that you're upset with. Yeah, because there's nothing like, I want you to be grateful for that person, even though they're bringing you trouble, because to have that spouse's comfort to you is more than $1 million worth, you know. So, you know, I know there are many people going through a lot of things, and I know that, and I'm not comparing, and I don't want anybody comparing my life to anybody else, because they do. Oh, well, Lisa, it's not as though this were happening, and they try to compare it to something else. That is cruel. Very cruel. I just called my stepmother. I'm like, before I leave this parking lot, I need to talk to somebody. And I'm like, who can I call? And I'm like, Colby, that's her name. I'm like, I need to talk to somebody. I need you to give me good advice right now. I know I said, I need you to speak truth to me right now. And before I could ever let her get a word in edgewise, I answered my own questions. I was like, I know I'm not alone. I know I have a gazillion people around me. And it was just like I kept building it. And then finally I was smiling. So I feel better. That was good. So talk to people. Very good, very good. And this is what's on the radio. Listen now. Woo! Wow, listen to the words. Oh my gosh. Well, he's probably not going to sing anymore, but oh, it's just great tune. Perfect for now. Oh man, good stuff. Go. Nice way to end the video.